Okay, finally you guys are seeing my face again in an actual video. I wanted to talk about my post I made on Instagram, how I said I was feeling good yesterday, even though I was like overstimulated because of my ADHD. When I don't get enough sleep, I get like it's easier for me to get overwhelmed. And so, of course, like I had a good time, but like going to the movies, very overwhelming for me. I don't know if it's the same for anybody else with ADHD, but I know some of my autistic friends struggle with going to the movies too. I don't know if anybody else with ADHD struggles with going to the movies. Um, but I do. I do want to make this, I do want to clarify this because I've had some people ask if I have autism. No, I do not have autism. I just have ADHD. And, like the sensory sensitivities that go with it. Like, noise is overwhelming, lights are overwhelming sometimes, but it's mainly noise and texture. So, yeah, I just have ADHD. I don't have autism. Oh, hi, Charles. Today is Charlie's birthday. I wanted to throw that in here. Come here, Char. Everybody say happy birthday to the birthday boy. He's 6 today. Anyways, ooh, Jesus, Char. I was gonna say, going to the movies is overwhelming for me, though. Like, I had to wear my, earplugs, not like headphones or earbuds, but like noise canceling earbuds, the entire movie. It was just so loud. The movie was awesome, but it was just really freaking loud. I was very overwhelmed. I mean, I enjoy going to the movies, but it is very overwhelming. Um, so on top of that, and on top of it being Charlie's birthday, poor Charby has not been feeling good, y'all. He has been throwing up. Um, he's been okay, but he has been throwing up. So I've been keeping an eye on him. Um, Besides that, I know I made like a post, but not an actual video. So I wanted to talk about, my post about my septal deviation. So, I had questions about that, like, why can't I go to a chiropractor? So, I can't go to a chiropractor because my nose was already broken, and I thought it was, and um, I told somebody about it. I was like, I think my nose is broken. It doesn't feel right. And I guess it got overlooked. And so when it healed, the left side of my nose, the septum, healed improperly. So it's like the middle of my nose right here, the septum, is like pushed this way instead of in the middle. So like the left side is just messed up completely. So like my right side is completely open and I can breathe fine. My left side is not. The only way for that to be fixed is surgery, but even then, there's still complications. Like, it'll still feel like it's blocked. I could have to have more surgeries afterwards to fix it. It's not just for cosmetic, because, like, if you look at the bridge of my nose, it's fine. It's just the internal septum. Um, they said, if it really bothers you to, have, like, one side completely open and one side, like half open, go for it. If not, you don't have to do it. So I'm like teeter-tottering. Do I really want to go through with the septal surgery, or do I just want to leave it alone? I mean, it doesn't hurt. It's just annoying because like that. And then on Monday the 30th, I'm going in for my allergy test because they said my sinuses like up in here, part of them are still like really open because I have allergies all year round. And so with the septal deviation mixed with that and the inflamed sinuses up in here, so I keep getting infected and it keeps swelling out like a softball. So I will have to go without my allergy pill starting on Christmas Eve. So I'm going to take 2 that day so I can try and make it through 6 or 5 days without it. Because, geez, y'all are going to laugh at me because I'm probably going to post updates about it going, I am itching to death. Please save me. I'm going to be a drama queen about it for real. I'll be like, I'm itching to death. Come save me. I told my mom, because when she told me I can't take an allergy pill because that's what they said, I was like, oh, they're trying to kill me. Like, they trying to kill me, y'all. They trying to murder me. So you're going to hear my dramatic drama queen behind posting about it on Insta and Facebook and YouTube going, y'all, I'm itching to death. Send help. Don't pay no attention. Just laugh with me because I'm going to be laughing my butt off about itching to death. So when I get my allergy test results, I will probably tell you guys what they are. Still kind of sick, but then again, like I said, my sinuses are still messed up. I will go into the store if you guys want to know how my nose got broken. I won't include names or anything, because that's just not how I am. I don't like to put names in because I don't want nobody going after nobody for silly stuff. So I'm not gonna say names. I'll refer, because it was my cousin, so I'll refer to cousin as cousin. So this was like 2021, so I was like 14. So my nose has been messed up for about 3 years now. I was laying on the floor. So cousin was pretty young back then, like toddlerish age. So I'm laying on the floor watching TV with cousin. So I had my face in the ground. Now I wear glasses, so like I'll show you guys right quick. Okay, so I wear glasses, so I actually still have the ones I wore when my nose was broken. These are what I had when my nose was broken. So I was sitting on the floor, like laying on the floor, face down, because I had a headache that day because I hadn't worn my glasses in over a week. So I was laying like this. Now, these don't have a nose pad, like a rubber nose pad. I don't know if you guys can see it. But see how like it's plastic? The entire frame is plastic. So I was laying on the floor with my face down, and cousin decides to sit on the back of my neck. Now I didn't mind because it wasn't pushing on my face. And then cousin decides to start bouncing on the back of my neck. Now I had asked cousin to stop several times because I was like, you're hurting me, please stop. Now cousin, being a toddler, apparently didn't understand no. And so cousin kept bouncing up to the back of my head, and when cousin got like right here on the back of my head, my nose, what happened was I slammed like this, and this side of my nose, like the glasses came in and it went like this, and I hit my nose, and I heard a pop in my nose, and I was trying not to cuss because cousin at the time was a toddler, and you know toddlers pick up every friggin' word you can say. So I went, oh fudge muffins, because I heard my nose pop, and my glasses, I don't know if you guys can see, but the screw had to be replaced on the left side. My dad had to replace it. So I went, oh fudge muffins, I think my nose is broke, because it was hurting like heck. Like, it wasn't bleeding or anything, but it was hurting like heck. And I'm like, so I ran to my dad. I was like, Dad, I think my nose is broken. He was like, what happened? So I told him what happened, and I showed him my glasses because they were all wonky. You can even see they're still wonky, like this entire arm. So I told him what happened, and he was not very happy. I didn't go to the hospital because it was like, it wasn't bleeding, and my dad was like, it doesn't look broken. It should be fine. If it still hurts, let me know. And then it stopped hurting because I took, Tylenol, and it was swollen, but I put like ice on it. I took Tylenol, and I went and laid down for a bit. My nose, wasn't hurting. I could still breathe out of it. So I was like, oh, okay, well, this is fine. It's not broken. Because he had asked me the next morning. He came in my room. He's like, how's your nose feeling? Because, he calls me Sissy. So he's like, good morning, Sissy. How's your nose feeling? I was like, it's fine, Dad. I'm good. I let him look at it. He looked up here. He looked to make sure, like, my septum, like, the cartilage wasn't broken. And he, like, did this, and it was fine. So I didn't think too much about it. So fast forward to 2022, about December-ish, I moved back in with my mom. I haven't really gotten into much detail about that, and I probably never will. I know I share a lot on social media, but there's some things I personally like to keep to myself. I know I update about my doctor's appointments and stuff, but, like, I do like to keep things to myself, which is understandable, I'm sure a lot of people that share their life like to keep things private too, and, I'm one of those people. I'll share what I feel comfortable with. Anyways, so I moved back in with my mom. That year, I had a girlfriend. That year went rough. I had caught a sinus infection my girlfriend at the time, her parents were homophobic, so we broke up temporarily for a bit. So that sinus infection in 2022 was the start of my other ones. So we went to the doctor. Now, like, it's a sinus infection. Like, it wasn't serious because it was like my first one I ever had. Most of mine had been ear infections, which are technically still sinuses. It's just my ear. So I went there. Like, okay, it's just a sinus infection. You know, it cleared up pretty quick. So around January, February 23, so right around my 16th birthday, I got another one. I was like, okay, that's weird, you know, back to back. Okay, that's a coincidence, you know. I'm probably getting into something I'm allergic to. So I started taking allergy pills, and, you know, I didn't get another one. And then around March, April, around prom, so April-ish, around prom, like the week before, I'd got another one. So I'm like, 3 already? That's not normal. Okay, so fast forward to July, I've got another one. That's 4. So I'm like, that ain't right. Okay, my bad. Hold on, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm jumping years here. Anyways, my bad. So this was 2024. So in 2023, I had like 2 other sinus infections. So that's 3. January this year, around my January, February this year, 2024, around my 17th, I had gotten another one. Prom, the week before prom, I had gotten another one. July, I got another one. September, I think I had another one. October, I went to the hospital because I had really bad vertigo. Like, I was nauseous. I couldn't stand. I couldn't anything. I do not want to speak on that because that was horribly embarrassing. It really was. So then we jump ahead to like the first week of December, and I have another one. So, no. Into November, into December, I had another one. So the doctor was like, okay, you need to go see an ENT because you've had at least like 5 this year, 2 last year, and 1 the year before. So that's 8 sinus infections in 3 years. That's not normal. So it's like, well, actually, it was more like 8 to like 10 or 11. Not normal for anyone with normal sinuses. So I go to the ENT 27th of November, which was a Wednesday, I think. So they were like, okay, we're just gonna give you an antibiotic and, you know, sinus rays and everything like that. You take that, you come back on the 18th of December. So I went back on the 18th because I'd finished all the meds and everything. They're like, okay, is anything better? I said, no, not really. It's still messed up and it still was wonky. So they were like, okay, we're going to do a CT. So they did the CT and, you know, like all over my face. And so, you know, I'm sitting there, I'm like, alright, can we hurry up? So doctor goes and grabs my mom to show her the scan, and he was like, yep, right there's a deviated septum. I was like, oh, are you kidding me? And you know, you could see the sinuses in here were still inflamed, you know, because I have allergies and I don't know what they are. So I'm going on 30th to get an allergy test. But he's like, yeah, you have a deviated septum on the left side. So my mom was like, well, was that from an accident or genetic? Now, the doctor was like, it could be a mixture of both. And I was like, well, I did have an accident 3 years ago, and I'm pretty sure my nose got broke. He was like, that would cause a deviated septum. So I was like, so I guess it was the accident that caused my deviated septum. Not fun, because I couldn't figure out, because I bought magnetic nose rings. Now, a lot of people have seen them. You know, they sit like this, and you can actually see them. Couldn't figure out why the left side of my ring kept sitting higher than it did on my right side. And I guess my deviated septum is why. So, like, it's blocking my airway on the left side. Like, I can still breathe. It's just really freaking annoying. So I'm weighing the options. Because I asked if the surgery was mostly cosmetic. And he said, no, it's not really cosmetic. It is a little bit, but not much. It's supposed to help you breathe. And I was like, okay. But, like, like, having the surgery, you know, it could still feel like it's blocked. It could lead to you having more surgeries. And I was like, okay. He was like, we'll wait till, you know, you're 18. I was like, well, I'm 2 months away from 18, if not less. So he's like, oh, okay. Well, then, you know, you choose. And I was like, okay, well. And then my mom was like, we have to weigh our options. I was like, yeah, I know. I'll think about it. after my allergy test and, all that, then I'll put everything and weigh it together. So that's what's going on with my septum. Anyways, back to Charby's. Charby is okay. He's been sick. Like I said, he's been throwing up. I think it's because we changed the food too fast. But today's his birthday. Big man is 6 years old now. See if there's anything more interesting I want to talk about. Because, this is just a blog or whatnot, so I don't care. I don't know. Excuse me. So yeah, deviated septum. Or as I call it, a septal deviation. Not fun. Oh, I wanted to mention, I'm making playlists for my channel. Anybody that's keeping up, you can see the new playlist. Not putting everything in a playlist, but most of it. Trying to organize. Like, I'm debating, I might not do, like, a food playlist, like I was going to do, or started. But I'm definitely going to do one of Bandit and Char, because I know you guys like Bandit and Charlie the most. I mean, I know you guys like my fashion, but I know you guys like the cats a lot more, because they're goofy. Bandit's been doing well. A couple weeks ago, we had found they had fleas, and thanks to Bandit running outside like a goofy butt, I know you guys don't know this, Bandit likes to run outside when the door's open, so, this goofy butt, we've had to chase him multiple times outside. I know my mom's had to several times. I've had to partially chase him, because he tried to get out the front door, so I had to grab him. Apparently he got fleas and brought them in the house. How lovely. So he had them, and then he gave them to Charby's. So we got flea collars for him and flea medicine. Charlie was pretty simple to give it to. Bandit, not so much. So, that was working. And then we wound up switching their food. And Charlie's been not feeling good since. And I know he's got a sensitive tummy. I believe that's what they told me when I adopted him, is he had a sensitive tummy. So I'm pretty sure the food's what's messing with his tum-tum. Which means we're going to have to switch back here. Or I'll switch back for Charbs here, because poor Charby, last night, sitting on my bed, I was watching Naruto, and I heard him go, I was like, oh no, and before I could get him off the bed, he had threw up on the blanket. I was like, don't worry, Charby, it's okay, I'll clean it. And then he moves further up the bed, and he throws up some more. I was like, oh boy. So I had to take the entire blanket and everything off my bed. And then earlier this morning, I went to the bathroom, and I heard puking. I was like, oh, it's probably Bandit. And I was like, no, that sounds like Charlie. So I had to clean up more cat puke. I was like, ooh. I was like, the things you will do for a cat or a kid. You will clean up their puke, and knowing me, I hate vomit, and I hate the sound of people vomiting. So you can imagine my reaction having to clean up my darling Charlie's vomit, because I was like, the entire time. Just to know. I love him to death, but cat puke is not fun to clean up. I've cleaned up hairballs from Charb too. But that's what happens when you let your short fur cat groom your long fur or your medium fur cat, because Charlie sure loves to bathe Bandit. But Charby's doing alright. I'm going to switch his food back and see if he's doing better, because I'm sure it's just the food. Because other than that, he seems perfectly fine. It's just the food. So, next year's upload schedule for 2025 is pretty much going to be the same, unless I get a job. I'm looking at doing the vet tech program, so if I do that, uploads will change. I'm still trying to, get monetized on here, so I'm trying to get up views and stuff. But if I do the vet tech, my schedule will change. Yeah, because I want to be a vet tech. I do still want to do photography, but I really like vet tech. I mean, I'm not going to stop photography. That's just crazy. So yeah. Oh, I might do a new wardrobe tour soon because I got a lot of new stuff, like pants, because I needed them. Jesus. I love leggings, but I kept wearing the same pairs every damn day. I got some new shorts coming in too, and a new pair of pants. Those will be here in January. Something else I ordered that was supposed to be here in January. But today at some point I'm gonna get my new rubber duck for my duck collection. I had ordered that. It is a photographer duck on vacation, so he's got like a floaty and stuff. I'm gonna also show an updated thing of my duck collection because back in September I bought more ducks for my collection, so I'm gonna show the entire collection when I get my new duck. Christmas I'm not doing any uploads. I might, like, not video wise, but like on Instagram I'll probably post photos, but as for video wise, I will probably work on that Christmas night, or like and post it the day after, or I might try and post something on Christmas, at least like in the community tabs. New Year's, I have no idea what I'm doing yet. I don't know if I'm gonna do a New Year's special to kick off 2025, or I might just do like a post that's like goodbye 2024, and then right at midnight on January 1st go hello 2025. Might do something like that. Not 100% sure. I do know that tonight, or this evening, well, around 3 in the evening, we're gonna leave for Myrtle Beach to go see Christmas lights, like, because it's a whole festival up there. So of course I've got a Christmas themed outfit. That's a surprise. I will show that off. So yeah. And then of course I'm planning stuff for my 18th birthday in February. My Etsy shop. I'm still planning on opening that. I might push it back because I'll be on a trip. Let me look at my calendar right quick, y'all. Yes, I still have my old phone too. Calendar. Where are you, calendar? Okay. Shoot. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. Sidetracked. So I might push back the opening of my Etsy shop to Monday, the 17th. But I'm aiming for the 16th, which is Sunday. So this will be in February after I turn 18. Because I turn 18 that Friday, the 14th. So, we're going to see about that. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it for my life right now. Yeah, I really got nothing else interesting. But this month marks 7 months since I've graduated high school, so 7 months, and yeah, it's interesting. But other than that, that's about it. So yeah.